The scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 44. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then.
Touchdown! Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for David Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. The defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On play action, Fields.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dayo Odeyingbo. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after threw the raindrops up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. About 3 yards there to the 27. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Now a 1st down throw. Fields steps away to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. Jones answered.
How did they get that done?
Santos with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A give to Cohen. He heads right, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 24. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes Cobb.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because...
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Komet.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working.